T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast.
T&D Sports Video Productions presents the Orlin Cohen High School Football Game of the Week. Today is the Kingsmen of Kings Park High School hosting the Amityville Warriors. Hi everyone and welcome to Kings Park High School here in Kings Park, New York for our T&D Sports Orlin Cohen Game of the Week. My name is Mike Trezza and I'm joined by former Kings Park assistant coach Nick Martone. And Nick, let's talk about this matchup on the field as we say Kings Park entering the field.
Yeah, we've got a matchup here of two rosters with a ton of talent and athletic ability. Expect to see a lot out of the skill players on both sides. Great venue, great weather. Friday night, a great night for football.
For Amityville, the visiting team, you see their roster right there on your screen. It's a team with a lot of athletic talent, and the backfield is a little bit in flux right at the moment.
Yeah, we've seen Dejon Clinton last week taking the snaps at quarterback, and it sounds like they've gotten their starter, Matthew Bean, back this week. So we expect to see Clinton moved, maybe back and forth, under center, maybe in some shotgun, and in the backfield taking some handoffs as a running back.
For this Kings Park offense, Nick, an offense with a lot of skill. You see their roster on your screen, but the kid that makes that go is a senior quarterback, number 3, Kyle Weeks.
Yeah, Weeks is a very impressive athlete, and we expect to see him play a lot both ways. We expect to see him probably get 15 to 20 carries in this offense and be a real weapon in this offense tonight.
We're going to break away for our national anthem, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff and all the action right after this. This is T&D Sports Video Productions.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
A throw. Heaves it deep. What a catch that time. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Gordon takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside.
Experience, trusted, proven, excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production, the industry standard, T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Amityville won the toss. They elected to defer. Let's run down our officials really quick. Our lead official, Tony McQuaid. Umpire, Tim O'Neill. Back judge, Pete Alcilli. Head linesman, Angelo Pastore. And line judge, Sabina Wright. Now let's hear the Kings Park Marching Band perform our national anthem.
At this time, we ask everyone to please rise and remove your hats. Yesterday, the Farmingdale School District lost 2 members of their school community, Gina Pelletieri, the district's band director, and Patrice Ferrari, a retired educator. Please join in a moment of silence as we honor these 2 career educators and think of the students of the Farmingdale School Band who are still battling their injuries. Thank you. Please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem being performed tonight by our Kings Park Marching Band.
Just about set for the opening kickoff from here at Kings Park High School in Kings Park, New York. Mike Trezon-Han along with Nick Martone, our entire T&D Sports Video crew to bring you this one, Division III matchup. As we mentioned in the opening, Nick, both teams looking to get in the win column for the first time this year.
Yeah, this is the time of the season, based on the schedule and how everything worked out. I'm expecting teams to look a little bit more consistent, get a little bit of things rolling here, especially losing some scrimmage play this year and having kind of an awkward start to the season as far as how the dates all rolled out. So this is when you iron out the wrinkles in your offense. We start kind of, fine-tuning the defense, and we get after it.
Hey, take a look at Coach Mark O'Brien, one of the real deans of coaching here in Suffolk County Division III. Armando Hernandez to kick off for Amityville to start the game. My Young back to return along with John Flynn. My Young bobbles it, recovers. Here he goes. Breaks one tackle on the near sideline. Wow, horse collared like anything. Let's see if a flag comes in.
That's Sam Young on the return. He's 35 yards.
Finally stopped by Isaac Antoine. Beautiful return that time by Sam Young.
Yeah, a heck of a way to start off the game. Does an excellent job kind of finding a crease there and working his way back out to the sideline and taking a couple of the kickoff team members with him.
That was the kicker, Hernandez, who he stiff-armed, I should say. But in either case, Kings Park is on offense for the first time. Kyle Weeks, as we mentioned, runs the show. He's got the running back Dean Renner to his right. 3 receivers, actually 4 receivers in the game on 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Kings Park. John Flynn in by Flynn.
Kingsman! Kyle Weeks, 35 yards down the sideline to John Flynn for the score.
These are the plays that you have drawn up as a coach. You think about maybe your first 5 or 10 plays you want to run, and you say, you know what, we're going to test that secondary. We're going to go after that corner, and they actually get 2 receivers behind the defensive backs, and just an easy pitch and catch there.
Squillashody is on for the extra point. Weeks to hold. Squillashody puts it up. Might have gotten deflected, and kick is no good, but Kings Park quickly up 6-0.
Yeah, when you're trying to set the tone, that's a great way to do it. Looks like we got a piece of laundry in the backfield here. Looks like maybe at the top of the screen there, right? We had an early go.
Got a flag down on that play.
Looks like we got an early jump, and then on top of that, we ran through the kicker.
Caden Valerio for Amityville looked like he was there early, and then as you mentioned, he was there late as well.
Yeah.
Squillashody will try it again. Puts it up. And this time he puts it through, and Kings Park leads 7-0. We'll step away and be back with more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
John Flynn, Nick, who just scored that first TD for Kings Park, part of a family affair here for the Kingsmen.
Yeah, this Kings Park town, rich in tradition. A lot of families with, fathers, sons that have played here. Older brothers, younger brothers made their way through here.
Squillashody puts a deep kick, and it went into the end zone, so not able to be returned. And that means Amityville will start their first possession at the 25. It was Billinger who wanted to return that, but did not get the chance.
The New York State Public High School Athletic Association.
Special teams super important, right? You figure statistically it's about 1 out of every 5 plays on most levels of football. So the more focus you can give to it, pinning teams deep, making them run an offense the length of the field, good chance to see turnovers and make big plays.
Thank you for your support and enjoy the game.
So there we have number 20, Flynn, who's our first recipient of a touchdown tonight. Flynn himself, his father, being a Kings Park product himself, class of 1992, actually played with Coach O'Brien, running back, cornerback, similar positions to his son.
1st and 10 for Amityville. Handoff goes outside. We've got a flag coming in the backfield. I think Amityville's going to get ticketed for holding.
Great story. I mean, junior, similar award recipient, both all-county players, father and son, father a senior captain, both wearing the same jersey numbers. Really exciting, to have your son kind of fill those shoes, and continue the tradition of great football here at Kings Park.
So Amityville looked like they had a nice gain on that first play, but a holding on the offense has now backed them up. It's going to bring up 1st and 20. Now just inside their own 10-yard line. Dejon Clinton working out of the shotgun. A man in motion, left to right. Clinton takes the snap, looks around. Now he'll take off with it. Nice shoestring tackle that time. I think it was Renna who got him on the ground.
Yeah, Clinton not seeing much downfield here as far as what routes to throw to. They take a little bit of time to develop. Got about 3 routes in the same zone, and so he decides that he's just going to tuck it and take off and try to make some positive yards.
It was Dean Renna who made the tackle for Kings Park. 5'10", 173 senior. Another one of those two-way players you talked about in the opening.
Yeah, it takes a lot of commitment, strength, and conditioning in the offseason to be able to play both ways on this level.
Gain of 3 on that play. Clinton again working out of the shotgun. He's got Billinger behind him. Barrera in motion. Right to left. Clinton drifts left, lets it go over the middle. He's got a completion, Barrera, and Barrera is upended by Hout.
R.J. Barrera on the reception.
Hauk, a real excellent two-way player as a receiver. We see here, doesn't miss tackles, had a number of tackles, I think double-digit numbers last week, and you can see him chase down that play. But a good job by Amityville to get the line moving here, find an open receiver, cross in the middle of the field, get something positive, and get this drive going.
Clinton with a nice pass that time in the middle of that zone, right in the middle of 3 defenders. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Now from the 27-yard line, Amityville on the drive for the first time. They trail 7-0. This time it's Bean at quarterback. Hands off to Clinton. He's met at the line of scrimmage, but surges forward. Let's see if he's got enough for the first down, and I think he's short.
Yeah, pulled up a little bit short here. A little bit of a read option look. You can see Clinton in the backfield. Ultimately, Bean handed it off. Not a ton of movement up front. A couple of guys standing up a little bit tall there. We'd like to see those guys stay nice and low, get into their blocks, and really drive them off the ball.
So that's going to bring up a 4th and 2. Amityville is going to go for it. Clinton moves back under center now. One running back behind him. Clinton takes the snap, surges forward, and has the first down. Barreling over tacklers. Finally brought down by Tommy Kassar.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job getting low on him, but he's got a good head of steam there. Really motivated to get that first down. You can tell that was definitely a run with purpose, and they moved the chains in their own end, which is huge at this point of the game.
Matthew Victor, one of the linemen, moving the pile in front of Clinton. So first down for Amityville. They're now at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. 8:25 left in the first. Clinton takes the snap. Hands off to Billinger. Billinger is met and thrown back. Renna, again, one of those guys in there on the stop, along with Weeks.
Billinger, one of these young guys in the offense, 10th grader really getting going here, looking for some space, do a pretty good job at the edge there with Kyle Weeks, just really playing his edge, making sure nothing gets outside, keeping that outside arm free, able to keep that run back inside.
2nd and 10, after no gain on that play.
Bravo that. Get ready.
Bean is back. Actually, Clinton is going to take the snap. We've got a whistle before that play can get underway. I believe it's going to be false start on Amityville. Yes, it is.
What's that?
Yeah, it looked like they were showing a little bit of a jet sweep there. We see Kings Park is loosening up with the safety every time they see motion away. He's not chasing him across the football, but ultimately just loosening up to the middle of the field, letting the corner kind of play his side.
It's got to be tough for Amityville, Nick, as we mentioned at the outset. their situation in the backfield a little fluid coming into this game.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time working on the handoffs, the exchanges, the mesh point, and everything else. And when you've got a different quarterback week to week, makes it tough.
Clinton has got Bean in motion. Clinton looking to go deep. Puts it up. We've got contact, and we've got a flag coming in. He was looking for Barrera on that play. Double covered, but contact late.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, sometimes when you take a shot and you're throwing into double coverage here, you hope for the best. You hope for either your guy to get up there and make a play, or it's Grable there in coverage, and it looks like we have a little bit of a bump and not having access to the ball for the wide receiver. So we're going to see pass interference on the defense. We're going to see a big first down for Amityville.
The Kingsmen called for defensive pass interference. The result of the penalty is a first down for the Warriors.
So Amityville is going to start or continue this series from the 45-yard line, their own 45, on 1st and 10. 7:14 left in the first. They trail 7-0 on the road here at Kings Park. This time it's Bean. Hands off to Clinton. He's grabbed by the jersey, surrounded and gang tackled.
Yeah, in our conversation with Coach O'Brien this week, he talked a lot about how this defense is doing a really good job getting helmets to the ball. He said we'd like to see a little bit better tackling this week, and I think that's what we're starting to see here. We'd still like to see our first couple of guys in there a little bit lower than that, but they're doing a good job of running their feet. That's the key for both offense and defense. Run your feet, get those shoulders pointed downhill, and get yourself moving.
Second and 15, Amityville from their 40. Still have Clinton at quarterback. Bean is the player in motion. Clinton drifts back, lets it go near side. Thrown into double coverage, he's picked off. Grable down the near sideline. Grable knocked down inside the 30.
Interception by the Kingsmen. Number 29, Kevin Grable with the return.
Amityville decides to try to test this sideline here on the vertical. Going at Grable. Grable does a pretty good job of getting into coverage this time, right? We make sure nothing gets behind. Jumps up, catches the ball, high point. And he's got his convoy out in front, putting himself in good position on the plus side of the field for Kings Park.
1st and 10.
Kings Park is going to start it in great shape from the 28-yard line of Amityville with a 1st and 10. 6:06 left in the first quarter. Weeks has Flynn to his left. Paliota, the receiver, to the near sideline. 3 receivers right side. Weeks takes it himself, straight up to teeth. Nice tackle that time by Aaron Days Daniels.
Weeks keeps it himself, gains 8, 2nd and 2.
Real important for Amityville to answer here right after a big turnover to get a stop. Stop this this offense from getting in the end zone again.
Hey, take a look at Weeks, senior.
Got it. All right.
Again, he has Flynn to his right. 2 receivers right side, hands off to Flynn. Nice hold for Flynn, and he's stopped by Isaac Antoine.
John Flynn, gain of 8. First down, Kingsmen.
First down for Kings Park there, but Antoine does a good job really getting up there and making that shoestring tackle, making sure he's not going to get any more yards than that. And going to have to reset here with first down. Get yourself a couple of good stops, maybe force King Park into a field goal try, but
First and 10, Kings Park from the 13. Two receivers right side, one near side. Here's Flynn. What a cut by Flynn. He's in the end zone.
Touchdown, Kingsman! Flynn bounces it outside into the end zone.
Really good job here by Flynn, reading the blocks that he has in front of him and looking at the stalk on the outside by 41, Nick Paliotta. Really staying on that block, driving his D-back into the end zone, making sure his running back doesn't get touched.
Aaron Shapiro was the lineman who sealed that play inside.
And then sat there. Tell him to get on his horse and go.
Squillashody for the extra point. Extra point
Hey, hit him
up,
again.
extra
Hey, hit him
point
again.
good. Kingsman on top, 14-0.
Squillashody's extra
We'll step
point is
away,
good
be back with
again.
much
Scores
more
now
right after this.
14-0.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Kings Park to kick off with Squillashody up 14-0. Amityville needs to put a drive together here, Nick. You got to find that right balance. You have to be urgent, but you also have to be patient.
Yeah, you got to be able to find some kind of combination of maybe getting the run going, but at the same time be able to maybe dink and dunk and get your athletes into space.
It's taken by Billinger, just outside his goal line. Cuts it outside, left sideline. He's across the 30 before he's finally thrown out of bounds.
Amityville return goes to the 30-yard line. First and 10 Warriors.
Jacob Billinger, you see him on the left of your screen, number 12, just a 10th grader, 5'9", 155. Showed some speed on that return. Just short of the 30, so Amityville will start first and 10 from their own 29.
Yeah, Amityville only has about, I think, 6 seniors here on this roster, which means that, we'll kind of reload with a similar roster for next year, getting a lot of experience here, getting a lot of playing time on both sides of the ball.
Here, he'll grab the extra headset and bring it down. Oh, sorry. Got it.
Clinton under center. Hands off on a jet sweep
Great
to
job.
Billinger. He's met at the line. No gain. Might be a loss of a yard or two.
Attempted sweep by Billinger. Tackled by Weeks for a loss. 2nd and 11.
Kings Park doing a real good job here, just staying home, not disappearing to the other side. Weeks does a good job kind of holding the edge here, making sure that we're not chasing anything the other way, just kind of staying home for anything possible as far as reverse, boot.
Loss of 1 on that carry, so 2nd and 11. Down to 4:12 left in the quick first quarter. Clinton again under center. This time a pitch play to Bellinger. Bellinger breaks one tackle down the left sideline. First down and more. He's out across the 40, close to the 45.
Toss left to Billinger.
Yeah, this run is impressive right from the get-go here. We watch him take this ball in with one hand. Really athletic play. Does a good job kind of running through the edge there and really getting after that first down. Good hard run. Really impressive.
It's Kassar who finally stops him, but not before Billinger picks up a first down. This time Clinton will work out of the shotgun. 2 receivers near side. Player in motion is Barrera. Clinton trying the left sideline. Good play on the sideline that time by Hauk.
Clinton keeps it himself.
Yeah, Hauk's got a great nose for the football. Seems to find it wherever it is. And you can see Amityville motion away to the other side, and the QB decides to take it to his left, and Clinton finds himself down on the sideline here, needing some attention, getting checked out.
So while we've got an injured player down on the field, that's Clinton being looked at. They mentioned it before they did the national anthem, Nick, that horrible situation with the bus accident carrying the Farmingdale High School marching band. And, you know, whenever we do one of these games, we try always to mention the kids that do marching band and cheerleading and all the stuff around the game. Those kids work hard, just as hard as the football kids do. They deserve some attention, and we have to say our hearts and our sympathies really go out to everybody impacted.
Yeah, 100%. All our thoughts and prayers to, you know, positive stuff, hopefully hearing good news, and a lot of people recovering and doing well, and all our support to that Farmingdale community.
Yeah, it's a shame it takes something like that to bring people together, but I've seen a lot of positive messages from all over, all corners of Long Island over the past day or two since that horrific accident, and at least that part of it is good to see.
Yes.
So Clinton is up, he's out, Bean at quarterback.
Charlie. Reverse.
Antoine in motion, reverse to Barrera. Barrera looking for room, looking for a block. They string him out, and they bring him down. Once again, it's Hauk.
Pretty solid athletic play here by Hauk. We see a little bit of the defense start to take those 2 or 3 steps, chasing that first ball carried the other way, but that reverse just takes a little too long to develop to this side, so Kings Park was able to recover and make a pretty big stop.
Big play coming up for Amityville. They've got a 3rd and 6 from their own 46, approaching the 3-minute-to-go mark here in the first. 5 receivers in the game this time for Bean. Bean works out of the gun. We've got a timeout, Amityville. We're going to step away. We'll be back with much more right after this on the T&D Sports Video Game of the Week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Heaves it deep. What a catch that time. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. 3rd and 6 for Amityville. Bean now running the show. He hands off, quickly met and dropped. Buffalino with the tackle.
Villager tackle for a loss on the play by Kieran.
Yeah, it looks like on that front side there, we see a lot of penetration by the defense. Right, really coming after it. All gap responsibilities taken care of. We see a tremendous push by Giuseppe Buffalino, number 52 on that defense.
4th and 11 for Amityville. Sean Kruder is the receiver to the near sideline. Oh, they're going to punt it away on 4th and 11. Short kick. Kings Park might have gotten a hand on it. It rolls and stops near the 40-yard line of Kings Park.
Kingsman block punt. take over on their own 42-yard
Yeah, not how you draw it
line.
up there. Tough to see whether or not it's
Blocked by number
perhaps
8,
near
Dane
the
Brennan.
back of the Amityville player being pushed towards the punter or just off the side of his foot, seeing that pressure come at him, but not what you're trying to do there. You're trying to at least pin Kings Park deep, make them drive the length of the field, and now they're going to start outside, just outside of their own 40.
First and 10, Kings Park from their own 42-yard line. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first. They lead 14-0 over Amityville. Weeks fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, has nearly enough for a first down, and they are going to call it a first down.
10.
Yeah, that's a big first down run. Kings Park with trips here to the near side and
And the Kingsmen
testing the
first
teeth of
down.
that defense.
Onto the Amityville side of the field with a first and 10 from the 48. Weeks has Flynn to his left, and we've got a whistle before that play happens. Let's see what our lead official, Tony McQuaid, has to say.
Officials rule Weeks' knee was down. Loss of 5.
It's like
Second
we're
and
wondering
15.
here if maybe we took the snap, did our knee touch the ground, and he blew the ball dead right there.
In either case, it is going to be a second and 15. 4 receivers in the game for the Kingsmen. Flynn in the backfield with Weeks. Over the middle, Paliota. He's got it. He breaks a tackle out near the first down. Brought down by
Weeks, number
Barrera.
41, Nick Paliota, fights for 13 yards. Third and short.
Yeah, really good job here from the outside, just kind of settling into that defense, finding a soft zone to sit down in, and his quarterback does a good job getting it there.
So gain of 12 on that play is going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for Kings Park. They've stayed with Flynn at running back all along. Weeks works out of the shotgun. My Young in motion. Handoff goes to Flynn. Flynn breaks one tackle, breaks another, and finally brought down from behind by Aaron Days Daniels.
John Flynn, gain of 17, enough for a Kingsman, first down.
Yeah, Kings Park really getting things moving here with the motion of my Young, trying to see if they get any kind of movement out of that Amityville defense and then open up things inside, and just a really, really good, hard, determined run here by Flynn. Kings Park doing a really good job staying on those blocks to the whistle.
Judah Benloss also in on that last tackle. First down from the 26, Kings Park.
Come around to the door.
Flynn is met at the line of scrimmage by Antoine and dropped.
Flynn carries again, gain of 5. Second and 5.
Amityville just looking for a couple of stops here to get something positive going on defense. Looks like we're wrapping up here at the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first. Kings Park up by 14. We'll be back with more right after this. Is the Orlin Cohen High School Football Game of the Week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Throw. Heaves it deep. What a catch that time. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Gordon takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Start of the second quarter from here at Kings Park High School in Kings Park. Mike Trezor on hand along with Nick Martone to bring you this Orlin Cohen High School football game of the week. Kings Park leads 14-0. Second and 5, now from the 21-yard line. Swing pass, My Young, right sideline. He's tackled by Billinger, along with Christian Gene Bart, makes the stop.
Yeah, no movement here on the motion, right? You can see Amityville just going to sit there and play ball, and they watch this swing pass out here to the outside and do a pretty good job bottling it up and stopping any more positive yards for getting going here as Kings Park is deep in the Amityville end.
Short of the first down was that last play, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 from the 17. Handoff goes to Flynn. Actually, Flynn in for the touchdown. Faked me out on that play.
John Flynn on the carry for the touchdown.
Yeah, nice job by Kings Park here on the inside. You can see the wing back take off inside, and just going to follow that run, right? Flynn's going to follow that back all the way through. And again, an excellent job by these receivers, staying on stalk blocks until they hear a whistle, right? Something that you can tell is preached by this coaching staff to make sure we're playing all the way to the end.
Swillishody puts it up, puts it in. Kings Park up 21-0.
Swillishody's extra point is good.
So we talked about Swillishody as being one of those players that's part of this family affair that goes on here in Kings Park.
Yeah, a number of years ago, his older brother kicked for this football team. Very impressive as a kicker, and left-footed kickers, and really focusing on all the mechanics of kicking and getting plenty of reps and working on it. Coach O'Brien told us that he's pretty much good from at least 40 yards out.
Quick, lock me.
Hey, take a look at the Kings Park cheerleading squad. Getting the crowd here on a Friday night pumped up.
Burke is a spill, Egan is an alley.
Nice routine, girls. Swillishody is going to put it up. Billinger stands just outside his goal line. Instead, it comes to the near sideline to Barrera. Barrera a few yards, and then he's thrown down at about the 20. Nice coverage.
Yeah, pretty good coverage here by Kings Park. Getting through those first couple of lines there on the kick return. Amityville needs a spark here. They need that big play, and they certainly have the players that are capable of getting that going.
Dean Renner with a big special teams hit that time. So Amityville up against it tough now. Their starting quarterback is just coming back off of injury. Their main running back, who filled in at quarterback, is now hurt and doesn't look like he's going to be back in this game anytime soon. Well, actually, there he is. Clinton's back in. First and 10, Amityville from the 22. Pitch play. Billinger. He's hit, he loses it, and Kings Park recovers.
Fumble recovered by the Kingsmen.
Buffalino with the recovery.
Yeah, big play here by the Kings Park defense. You can see at the point of attack, doing a good job shedding those blocks. And Buffalino coming up with that fumble recovery. Kings Park with the football again in deep here in Amityville territory, looking to go up potentially by 4 scores.
1st and 10 from the 19.
Timeout Amityville. Their second of the half.
We'll step away. Amityville timeout.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Hey, you get a good look at nice big crowd here on a Friday night up in Northwest Suffolk, Kings Park, New York, where they love their football. 1st and 10 from the 19. Weeks looking end zone for Flynn, just outside his outstretched arm. Actually, he was looking for Howe.
Weeks deep to the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, just a little too much of a lead out in front. Beats coverage, right? Running it to the wide side of the field. Just a little bit too much on it towards the outside. Great effort by Houck laying out, see if he can make that play happen.
Second and 10 from the 19. Lobasso is the receiver to the near sideline. Here's Weeks, straight up the tee, out near the first down marker.
Yeah, touchdown saving tackle there by Valerio in the middle of that defense. Otherwise, Weeks is in the end zone. You can see him, right, following that block. He sees that block kicked out. He runs up underneath it. And again, Valerio probably saving a touchdown there.
Weeks and Flynn in the backfield. Weeks again will call his own number. Looking for the outside. And he's dragged down from behind by Billinger.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see a flag here. Possible horse collar here on the sideline. The way that he seemed to get pulled down and kind of come backwards.
Calling that a face mask?
Horse collar tackle on Amityville.
Well, the ref is saying
1st and goal.
Face mask, and we're hearing horse collar. What did you think it was, Nick?
Yeah, to me it looked like it might have been a horse collar. Maybe the hand went inside those shoulder pads. That's all that has to happen, and you just have to see that twist, that movement backwards. Didn't really see the face mask, but
1st and goal from the 1. Renna was the back in the backfield. They handed off to him. He was in, but that play was stopped before it could get underway.
Flag prior to the snap.
looks like we're calling the defense on encroachment here. Must have been over the football if the ball was snapped, so they blew it dead.
Distance.
So instead of 1st and goal from the 1, it's going to bring up 1st and goal from the 1/2. Renna is behind Weeks. They'll bring it in tight. Hand off Renna. He'll try it a second time.
Touchdown!
Second effort gets him in.
Dean Renna on the carry up the middle for the score.
Yeah, up till now it's been the Flynn show, and we see Renna lined up in the backfield. Real tight formation, quick exchange, right? Getting a real good push up front. Most of that line making its way into the end zone, pushing Amityville backwards.
Got a good push in the middle from Nick Vicinanza, the center. Squilashoti's kick is, I think someone got a hand on it. It's no good.
The extra point attempt is no good. Score is 27-0, Kingsmen.
Let's step away and be back with more right after this. A throw. Heats it deep. What a catch that time. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Gordon takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside. Kings Park leads 27-0 over Amityville. From here at Kings Park, Mike Trezza, Nick Martone on hand to bring you this one. Squilashote. Kick bounces in no man's land, and Amityville has to just jump on it. Actually, Billinger does that.
Yeah, nice high kick by Squilashote there, and it just kind of checks up, looking like my sandwich on the green.
First and 10, Amityville. We saw that Clinton was shaken up earlier, but he is back in there at quarterback now. Looked like it was a leg injury that happened on that far sideline. We couldn't really see very well. Clinton works out of the shotgun on first and 10. He's got 4 receivers in the game. Barrera in motion, left to right. Clinton under pressure, tries to get rid of it. It's picked, nearly picked. Renna got his hands on it, but couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, Renna does a pretty good job following back, swinging out of the backfield, stays home, gets himself in the way of the swing pass, and real close to not just a pick, but probably a pick 6.
Looked like it was Kassar putting the heat on defensively, and Clinton had to dump it off before he wanted to. Second and 10, Amityville. Two receivers to this side. Bellinger in the backfield. Bellinger takes the handoff, looking for room right side. Doesn't find a lot.
Amityville run gains 2, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, a lot of penetration up front by this D-line. They're starting to get off the ball a little bit quicker. If I'm Amityville, I'm thinking about changing up the snap count. See if I can kind of wreck the momentum here of Kings Park getting off the ball so fast.
Third and 9 for Amityville. Clinton will work out of the gun. Let's see if Coach Epps is willing to put it in the air here. Clinton throws left side. Incomplete. Looking for Matthew B.
Yeah, that's a tough throw to make. That far to the outside, leading your receiver out, and pretty good coverage all over the field. Maybe the only window that Clinton really had to try to make a completion and get some positive yards, and now deep on 4th down in your own end.
Fourth down. It's Barrera to punt. Has to come up to get it. Puts it straight up in the air. Takes an Amityville bounce, and it's handled by Weeks along the near sideline. Weeks is dumped out of bounds.
Weeks on the return.
Just inside the 35-yard line.
Over at the Warrior 31-yard line.
Yeah, fortunate that that bounce went forward. Net of only a few yards here. Tough that that punt just kind of went straight up. Starting to see a little bit of the wind kick up here and there. But again, this defense called on to try to make a stop. They can make a stop here, get their offense back on the field, see if they can get some more positive plays going.
First and 10, Kings Park.
I think Amityville got caught with 12 players on the field here.
Before the snap, flag on Amityville. 12 men on the defensive side of the ball. 5-yard penalty. First and 5, Kingsmen.
First and 5, Kings Park. Weeks has Flynn behind him this time. Flynn cuts it outside. Picks up 5 or 6. Stopped by Gene Barr.
Flynn on the carry. Flag on the playback.
You're going to see Weeks here. Hand off to Flynn. Good hard run. See a little bit of split in the defense, and Gene Barr comes up and makes a big play, but it looks like we're going to see a flag on the play for offensive holding on Kings Park.
Holding on the Kingsmen. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
That's a spot foul, so 10 yards from that spot where that infraction occurred. It's going to bring up a first and 15 now from the 37-yard line. Kings Park with the ball and the 27-0 lead, 8.5 left before halftime. Flynn now motions out. Pass is complete to Lobasso. Lobasso surrounded. Still not down on the ground. They're trying to strip the ball away from him. But despite having 4 guys around him, he would not go down.
Yeah, Kings Park with trips to the wide side of the field, motion to back out. Lobasso, again, just kind of sits down in that soft zone, waits for his quarterback to get eyes on him, and makes a positive play here and just continues to run those feet to get himself positive yards.
And that's what happens with Flynn drawing so much attention when he motions out of that backfield. It opens things up for other guys, Nick.
Yeah, defense philosophy is always, you find the most dangerous weapon on the other side of the field and you say he's not going to beat us tonight. And, you have to cater to that on defense.
Second and 8 from the 30. Let's see what we've got. We had an Amityville player come across. Was he drawn off?
No, looks like Amityville jumps across here, and it's going to be 5 yards, a little bit further into the Amityville end.
Both sides of the Warriors. 5-yard penalty, second and 4.
Second and 3. Here's Flynn. Flynn looking for room left side. He's got the first down, but not much more. Antoine makes the tackle.
Flynn on the carry.
A quick read here. Again, that wing back tucking inside, looking for some work here. Flynn does a pretty good job following that block, and Amityville comes up with a play, but it looks like the knee touched down, and it was not a fumble, so Kings Park maintains the ball here with a first down.
First and 10 from the 22. Weeks. They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off, looking for the left sideline. Down to the 10, down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park. What a run by Kyle Weeks.
Design pass play, looking downfield. Looks coverage is pretty good here by Amityville, and Weeks, you got to feel the pressure and decides to take off, gets into the open field and makes a couple of Amityville defenders miss and finds his way into the end zone. Does a great job with presence of the goal line, knowing where it is and stretching it out to break the play and get 6 points.
Pat Victor was the Amityville player who chased him out of the pocket, but to no avail as Weeks gets it in on the ground. Got a penalty. I think it'll be offsides again on Amityville, so that's going to move the try closer.
Offsides Amityville, half distance to the goal line.
This time it's false start on Kings Park, so we're going back and forth before this extra point.
Looks like both teams getting real anxious about this extra point. See the defense jump across, and now the offense, so trade that 5-yard penalty.
Squillashody, the junior. Puts it up, puts it in. Kings Park up
Extra point by
34-0.
Good.
We'll take a break and back more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports.
Squillashody to kick off. Barrera lets it go through his hands, picks it back up. Barrera looking for room, and he's hit hard.
Great coverage by Matt Munson.
Start running east and west with the football. It's going to be tough to advance. Kicking team doing a good job staying in their lanes. Got to find a way to get north, find that crease, and sometimes it takes a little time to develop on that quick return. Sometimes a little bit quicker, but Amityville starting deep in their own end.
Yeah, we take a look at the Kings Park marching band, doing a terrific job. Really good rendition of our national anthem before this game, keeping the crowd pumped up on what's now become a little bit of a chilly, windy evening here.
Yeah, what a difference a couple of weeks makes weather-wise.
You're not going to mention that game in Freeport. 1st and 10, Amityville. Getting a lot of penalty calls on these last couple series, Nick.
Yeah, sometimes that happens too, Mike, when you change quarterbacks here and there. We know snap count could be called out a little bit different, so sometimes the cadence will throw us off a little bit here and there. So that could be what we're seeing as we see a change back and forth to quarterbacks.
Clinton, as we mentioned at the outset, a big kid, 5'10", 240. 4 TD passes so far this season. Hand off inside, Billinger. Hauk wraps him up and brings him down.
Hauk stuffs the run, no gain in the play.
Yeah, that's one of those old school tackles by Hauk there. Kind of face to face, wrap him up, drive your feet, right? Finish on top of the ball carrier.
in the hole, as they say. Second and 13. Now from the 10-yard line. Barrera in motion. Now takes the snap. Hands off to Clinton. Clinton sheds a couple tacklers, spinning. Renna brings him down, but a nice tackle that time by Dejon Clinton.
Dejon Clinton on the carry, gain 6.
Clinton's down again.
Yeah, we see a motion into taking the snap under center, set by Barrera there, and hands off to Clinton. And Clinton does a pretty good job lowering the shoulder, delivering the shot there to the defenders, but he's here on his back again. We're going to see if it's
injured player. We're going to step away and be back with more.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Welcome into our booth. Mike Trezor, Nick Martone, along with our T&D crew here, bringing you this game of the week. And Nick, let's talk about, as we mentioned at the beginning, both of these teams looking for success early for Kings Park. It's been a case of a tough schedule in the early going.
Yeah, when you see early in your schedule, an East Islip and a Sayville really tests you early. Tough challenge in the beginning, but says a lot about your team. If you can get through those first couple of games and kind of get the ball rolling, as obviously they are tonight, you know, says a lot about your team and what you might be able to do in the second, or really the final three-quarter stretch.
Got another flag before this play gets underway. Let's see who it's on. Kings Park looks like they might have been across the line early, and they were. Turns a 3rd and 7 into a 3rd and 2, as you were saying, Nick.
Yeah, moving forward, just trying to measure up, you know, taking a look at all the results throughout the conference, seeing where everybody stacks up, and you start taking a look because soon enough within the next couple of weeks, PowerPoints are going to come out, and, you know, obviously that has everything to do with placement, getting into playoffs, and what have you, so that'll be a focus of these teams moving forward.
That offside turns a 3rd and 7 into a 3rd and 2 for Amityville. They're at their own 22.
Just looks like we might have moved the chains a little bit early. Like you said, Mike, it's a 3rd and 2 here for that Amityville offense. Now
so
we're
that
set.
is correct. It is a 3rd and 2. Here's the snap. Here's Billinger. He surges ahead near the first down marker, but not enough.
Renna real close to making this a huge play in the backfield, it looks like, and just barely misses, and Billinger gets away, but again, still real difficult the way that this defense is pursuing. Still going to be a little short of that first down, got a couple yards still here to gain.
Coach Epps has shown a willingness to reach into a bag of tricks, so let's see what he's got on this play. Bean is going to take the snap this time, working out of the shotgun.
11 smoke Charlie. Setting up blitz with Charlie.
He's got Billinger in the backfield with him. Now they switch the formation once again. And we've got to delay a game.
Looked like they were moving things around, trying to maybe catch Kings Park off guard, not ready for a punt. It looks like they were about to motion themselves back into a punt formation and maybe kick it away without a return guy being back there.
Barrera is the punter, so this time they will play it straight and they will punt it away on 4th and 7. Barrera puts up a good punt this time. It's handled at the 45 by Flynn. Flynn down the left sideline. He has more room and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 20.
Number 20, John Flynn on the return.
Yeah, not much this young man can't do. We're returning punts. He's been the recipient of a couple of throws, big runs out of the backfield. And so you could see, Kings Park focus tonight is get the ball in the hands of a playmaker. And Flynn's doing a great job proving them right.
Bellinger actually made that special teams tackle. He's been everywhere on both sides of the ball and special teams, just a sophomore.
Yeah, big future for him moving forward on both sides of the ball. Real positive there for Amityville. And again, just about getting players experience maybe around him and got a handful of 10th graders as well and some 9th graders coming up here in the near future. So something Amityville could definitely build on.
We're back after this quick stop.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
First and 10, Kings Park. From the 15-yard line. Here's Flynn. Up the middle. Across the goal line. Touchdown!
Flynn breaks tackles in the secondary, in for the score.
4th touchdown of the game for John Flynn.
Yeah, you can see here just that read inside, and the quarterback Weeks there decides to give to his star running back here and finds pay dirt yet again, like you said there, Mike. 4 touchdowns on the night.
Swilla showed he's getting plenty of action himself. He's on for the extra point. 5 for 6 on extra points. Kings Park up 41-0. And right now, Nick, we should take a look at some of the other action happening around Suffolk County Division III this weekend.
Yeah, a couple of big games here over the next kind of few weeks here again to kind of really see where everybody fits in, heading into the season. Kings Park last year coming off a 7-2 record as the 7th seed, and Amityville missing playoffs barely last year by about 1 game. We're really looking to kind of, turn things and find their way in, and things haven't really worked out for the first 3 weeks. But again, like they say, there's a lot of ball to be played, a lot of weeks to be played, and an opportunity for them to kind of turn things and get things going.
Shody shows off some leg. The Amityville player tries to handle it. Now runs himself into the goal line. Nearly a safety and nearly a fumble. Boy, lucky to get out of the end zone and lucky to hang on to that one.
Great coverage by the Kingsmen. Amityville takes over inside their own 5.
Yeah, Amityville not finding too much good fortune here. A couple of rough bounces. Looks like they're going to maintain possession and start the offense here inside their own 5-yard line.
That was Caesar Chinchilla. Chinchilla might have been wise once that one went over his head just to let it go into the end zone and start this drive at the 25.
Yep, a couple of other big games being played tonight. East Islip out at West Hampton. 6 o'clock start also. Comswag out at Hauppauge. Also a 6 o'clock start.
First and 10 from the 2-yard line. Clinton's going to take this snap from his end zone. He tries to draw Kings Park off sides, and I think he does just that.
Yep, looks like we get another dead ball foul here on the defense, jumping across. Looked like we might have seen a couple of defenders, guessing snap count, come across a little bit early. 3 more big games tomorrow in this division, by the way, Mike, there. 1 o'clock starts. Sayville making the trip out to Hills West. Rocky Point at Eastport South Manor, and Harborfield's out at East Hampton. All 1 o'clock starts.
First and 5 from the 7. Clinton under center. Hands off up the middle. Kings Park, led by Hauk, shuts it down quickly. Kassar in there as well.
Yeah, and a defense, kind of a big source of pride here for a defense. You try to shut out the other team's offense. Kings Park looking to do that, looking to keep Amityville here deep in their own end. Amityville trying to get some positive yards here on offense, trying to get in a little bit of a rhythm here, see if they could feel good about something offensively in the last 3 minutes, and then take that into the second half.
Second and 4. Clinton puts it up deep. Oh, nearly picked off. Once again, that play's defended by Grable.
Yeah, that's a real long throw here by Clinton from his own end zone, off that back foot. A little too much air under it, a little bit less, and Amityville might have something there. Beans behind the defender, but the ball hangs up long enough for those DBs to be able to make a play on it.
Grable and Hauk, you see there on your screen, were both there in coverage, but as you mentioned, Matthew Bean did have a step on both defenders. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for Amityville. This time under center is Clinton. Hands off to Bean. Takes a long way around. And I think he might have just gotten enough for a first.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to spot him there beyond the marker. Looks like we're going to move the chains here and see a first down. Good job here with that jet sweep. Being some pretty good speed. A couple of good touches there on the side as far as the receiver in the end goes, and being able to turn that corner and just get the marker.
First and 10, Amityville. Now from their own 13-yard line. This time Clinton works out of the gun. Takes it himself. Looking for room right side, and he's knocked out of bounds by Weeks.
Yeah, Clinton doing what he's been doing the last couple of weeks. I think that's something Amityville can definitely come back to. He's used to taking the ball and carrying it a bunch of times in a game, and I think if they can kind of get him going and get some positive, get him north and south here.
Amityville would love to score here before the half and take the rest of the time off the clock. 2nd and 7. Clinton under center. Barrera in motion. Clinton to his left. Stiff arms one man. Now runs the ball towards the right sideline. Finally knocked out of bounds by Hauk. Cassis, or I should say Kassar, was chasing him as well.
Yeah, definitely designed pass play. Looking for his receivers to get open. They need to do a little bit better job finding their quarterback, and we call that a scramble drill in practice. Really trying to get yourself across, finding your quarterback. He needs an outlet, kind of working with him as he has to vacate the pocket and finding some open space so he could be, he could dump the ball off to you and you could be a target.
Clinton ran a long way for a 7-yard pickup, but positive play, and he stopped the clock by getting out of bounds. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Warriors. From the 20. Here's Clinton off the handoff. They get him low, and they get him before he can get going.
Yeah, that's always the key with a big, strong back and the way he runs. If you give him a head of steam, he'll make you pay, and he'll get those positive yards. Looks like Clinton's going to come up limping here again. He's going to need to get looked at. Looks like they're going to have to stop play here and check him out and see how he's doing.
Couple steps and then fell on his back. So while they look at him, we'll step away and hear these words.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Throw. Heaves it deep. What a catch that time! Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. 4th and 3 for Amityville. They'll punt it away with Barrera. Barrera off the side of his foot. That one doesn't travel very long at all. And once again, Kings Park's going to have another opportunity before the half.
Yeah, it looks about to be maybe a 7 or 8 yard net on that punt. Not the way you draw it up. Like you said, Mike, off the side of his foot. Goes out of bounds. And Kings Park is going to start here with the football just inside the 30.
First and 10, Kingsmen from the Amityville 32-yard line. Barbosa's the running back in the backfield. Weeks takes it himself. Weeks cuts it back into the end zone. Touchdown, Kings Park.
Yeah, Weeks calls his own number here. Like you said, Barbosa in the backfield. Decides to pull. Beats the defender to the edge. One-on-one in the defensive backfield against number 11, R.J. Barrera. And Weeks finds the end zone.
47-0. And Squillashody looking to tack on. Extra point is good. 48-0 Kings Park.
You can see Coach O'Brien talking to his quarterback there, Kyle Weeks. Maybe talking about the play there. Probably talking about a good decision it was to pull that ball and run the way that he did. And a lot here for Kings Park to be positive about. Again, rough couple of weeks. good competition with those first two, tough teams here. Amityville, coming in on the road. Tough spot. Kings Park looking a lot more like a well-oiled machine tonight. Offensively being able to do a lot of the things that they wanted to do.
And the interesting part, Nick, is that Amityville has been in their first two games.
Yeah, they definitely have. They've been able to put up some points, and this is going to be, one of those games. It's going to be a little bit of a tough halftime, and the focus of the coaching staff, and Coach Epps does a fantastic job. I know he's going to go into that locker room. He's going to be positive, and he's going to come out with a mindset where, they think and they focus on, the second half, playing some good football, and then setting themselves up for next week and the following weeks.
Here's a return by Amityville. It is Sean Kruder. Kruder let that one go over his head, but he was fortunate it bounced to him. And that time he puts together a good return. See him right there on your screen.
Yeah, does a pretty good job. A little bit of a tough up here, but once he gets the football, he accelerates pretty quick. Looks like we got a couple of flags down here on the field.
Flag down on the field. It's the way things have gone this evening for Amityville. They finally get a good return, and I think this one's coming back.
Looks like we got a block in the back. On Amityville.
Are they tacking on a personal foul to Amityville, or did that personal foul go on Kings Park? Wasn't really sure what our ref Tony McQuaid was signaling on that.
Looks like both fouls are going in the same direction here. It's going to pin Amityville inside the 10-yard line.
At what point do you just take a knee, Nick, and say, hey, you know what? We got a good return. We had two penalties against us on that play, and maybe it's time to just regroup at halftime?
Yeah, I think at this point that's definitely part of a thought process to try to get yourself in the locker room, trying to recoup, trying to recover, see how healthy everybody is, and talk about the approach and the plan to the second half. Make whatever adjustments that you need to. And again, it's about positive steps moving forward.
Take one more look at the Kings Park cheerleading squad. Good job by them. 1st and 10 Amityville from their own 8-yard line. Bean is back running the show. Gives to Billinger. Billinger looking for room. Nice tackle that time by Barbosa.
Billinger runs hard to the
I've
right.
been really impressed with Billinger running the football here. I think he's a pretty good talent, and again, you look for those players that over the next year or two that you can kind of build around, and I think he's a really excellent football player, a good athlete. I think you could hand it off to him. I think you could dump the ball off to him out in space, and real impressed.
2nd and 5 Amityville. We're down to 5 seconds left. Give us time for one play. Fumble, and I believe one of the linemen got on it, and that's going to be the end of the first half. So our score after one half of play, Kings Park 48, Amityville nothing. We're back with some halftime coverage right after this. This is the Orlin Cohen High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by T&D Sports Video.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
A throw. Heats it deep. What a catch that time! Harmon will take it himself. Nice move. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Gordon takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside!
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
My name is Len Genova. I'm the president of the James C. Metzger Suffolk County chapter of the National Football Foundation. The foundation itself was created in 1947 and is dedicated to promoting amateur football and to honoring those individuals who serve the game, whether they be players, coaches, administrators, or referees. Our chapter here in Suffolk County has been in existence since 1995, and every year at our Scholar Athlete Brunch, we recognize one scholar athlete from each of the schools, both public, Catholic, and private, that play football in Suffolk County, provided they meet our minimum criteria. Now from that group, we pick our top 11, which we refer to as our Golden 11. And they truly represent academic and athletic excellence and represent all that's right about scholastic sports. Now from that group, we actually pick one top scholar. And through the years, we've had some amazing young people who have achieved tremendous things in their community, on the gridiron, and certainly in the classroom. So it's a very proud moment for me to be here this morning to welcome everyone and to congratulate all our scholar athletes for all the great work they've done throughout their entire careers. And a special congratulations to their parents who have invested so much time and effort into making them the successful, good people that they are. So welcome, everyone.
In 2019, the executive board of the foundation decided to rename the chapter in recognition of one of Long Island's most philanthropic supporters of youth and high school athletics, James C. Metzger.
Proud to be with you here this morning and welcome you to our annual Scholar Athlete Brunch for the James C. Metzger Suffolk County chapter of the National Football Foundation. And I have none other than our namesake, James Metzger, with me this morning. So, Jim, the first question I have for you is, what does it mean to you to have our Top Scholar Athlete Award named in recognition of your late dad, Conrad, who unfortunately passed away recently?
Yeah, it's hard to put it into words. I don't want to get choked up when Len just within the last day or two told me that, and I saw the program. It's probably the most special award I've ever been associated with, and I've been involved in athletics for 50 years. So my dad was my best friend, and he's looking down from heaven. I know he's a humble man, and he's saying he's enjoying it, probably saying he doesn't deserve it, but I know enjoying it immensely, and I literally couldn't be happier about that.
Well, I know how proud he must have been of you and what you accomplished in your lifetime, both on the athletic field and certainly in the business world. But I did want to ask you, how big of a part did football play in your life growing up? I know we've had a lot of conversations, but I'd love for you to share that with the people that are involved in the chapter.
A lot. Football, one of my all-time favorite coaches, Vince Lombardi. Maybe I borrowed from him a little bit when I said everything I needed to know in business I learned on the sports field.
You know, Jim, I know when I first met you, and I'm going to reference that in my remarks this morning, it was just how passionate you were in terms of talking about your career playing high school football and how vividly some of those memories still stick with you and how important they are to you, quite frankly.
Yeah, they don't fade away. Unfortunately, some of the what I call failures or the tough spots along the way. I remember those most, I think. But by and large, yes, I can remember almost every game I played. 3 years of varsity, and most of them were good. But it gave me it was the foundation upon which I built both my personal and professional life.
The chapter is also supported by local businesses and is fortunate to count on the Orlin Cohen Sports Medicine Practice as a naming rights sponsor for the prestigious Player of the Week team.
Orlin Cohen is a Long Island's leading and largest private orthopedic and sports medicine group. They're committed to not only providing excellent service, giving great access to athletes, but doing philanthropic things like supporting the National Football Foundation and other organizations that do good things as well. These organizations and being involved with the foundation for all these years, we need support. And we can't give out awards like this and provide a brunch like this free to the athletes without the support of organizations. And so Orlin Cohen is a major sponsor of this event for that reason.
The 2022 event was an enormous success with over 300 people in attendance, and also recognized National Football Foundation Coach of the Year, Robin Rosa from Walt Whitman High School. Whitman won the 2021 Suffolk County Championship and received the Rutgers Trophy, the school's first since 1974.
But one of the things I learned a long time ago is that when you win a Coach of the Year award, you win it because the coaches you coach with and the great players you get to coach. Also proves that I've just been around a long time. Eventually I get it right.
In addition, the 2021 James Dooley Contribution to Amateur Football Award was presented to well-respected orthopedic surgeon and former National Football Foundation scholar athlete, Dr. James Pacey.
Listen, it's an honor and a privilege to be here with all of you today. To be able to continue to be involved in high school athletics, which has meant so much to me and my family over the years, is really a tremendous thing.
Our 2022 Scholar Athlete Brunch featured some outstanding young men who achieved athletic and academic excellence. Please meet several of them and hear firsthand just what the great sport of football has taught them.
I think it's got to be companionship, like with my teammates, especially at Sayville. We build such a brotherhood, and those skills that I've built with my teammates, it's gonna help me throughout life with like working with other people.
Football's taught me a lot of things about life, but most importantly, it's taught me the importance of working hard to achieve a goal and how to work together as a team to achieve that goal.
One of the missions of the National Football Foundation is to build leaders through football. Through our continued hard work and success, we will have opportunities to have positive impacts in our communities for those around us.
Football has taught me how to overcome adversity. Being scored on as a defensive player and a defensive leader on the team. When we got scored on, a lot of guys would look to me to really, keep my head up and make sure that we're, still staying focused and still, achieving our goal of, turning the ball over and getting the ball back to the offense. And it's easy to become defeated. However, football has really taught me how to keep my head on straight and just how to stay focused, keep my head on the goal, and really just focus on keeping the team and our morale high.
I think that football has taught me
Nothing. Kings Park up over Amityville at halftime. Mike Trezon-Han, along with former Kings Park assistant coach Nick Martone here at halftime. Terrific routine, Nick, by the Kings Park marching band. And again, on this particular weekend, we got to give those kids even more of a pop than we usually do.
Yeah, football is about this whole experience. It's about your community coming out and supporting you. It's all the hard work that goes into today. And yeah, we focus a lot of attention on the game itself, the players, the build up to it, all the practices and all that. But, a supportive cheerleading squad, a supportive band, and all the routines and the hours and hours and hours that go into the performance every week. Whether it's homecoming or not, there's a performance, and really impressed out here at Kings Park to see that sense of community, see the support. A really fun environment to be in tonight, Mike.
And before we take a look at the scoring summary, we just want to once again send out our best wishes to everybody in the Farmingdale community that was affected by that crash. Just a horrific tragedy, and we send them our love and our support and our condolences.
Yeah, 100%. It takes, a real sense of community to overcome that kind of tragedy, and all positive thoughts that way, all the prayers, and, certainly wishing everybody well, and some good news hopefully coming along real soon with recovery and whatnot.
And in the first half here in Kings Park on this Friday night, it's been all Kings Park. Let's take a look at the scoring summary.
Yeah, so in the first half, Kings Park got the scoring going here with Flynn with a receiving touchdown as well as a rushing touchdown to go up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, Kings Park really turned it on there with 34 points. Flynn starting off the scoring with a 17-yard run. Squilashody is almost perfect. 6 out of 7 of those extra points, only one kick missed. Renna followed that up with a 1-yard run. Weeks, quarterback, coming up with a 22-yard run. Flynn with his 4th touchdown of the night, 15-yard run. And Weeks finishing off the scoring, getting it to 48 with a 33-yard run on his own.
Now you take a look at Amityville coach Jason Epps in the middle of your screen. Coach Epps, very, very nice guy, was very generous with his time with us during the week, as of course was Coach O'Brien. Coach Epps of Amityville, a retired New York City correction officer.
Yeah, just two great human beings here, these two guys. And like you said, we're an open book to our conversations, and very positive about their teams and what they hope for and the expectations the rest of the way. And what their focuses were going to be kind of coming into this game, and a lot of respect for each other in that process and in those conversations. So two men that are great mentors for their programs, for their kids, and they do a great job.
And knowing that Clinton has been banged up a couple times in that first half, Nick, if you're Coach Epps, do you run him out there again, or do you just change horses in the middle of the stream?
Yeah, I'd be tempted to see what other ball carriers maybe I could put out there. I'm certainly trying to make sure that Clinton is fresh and healthy for our next game, because that's probably my focus here, right? 48-0. You definitely want some positive to come out of this half, but at the same time, if you are going to lose this game, you at least want to come out of it healthy, and that's a focus here that definitely I'm sure that Coach Epps is talking a lot about.
We're going to take a quick break and be back with the second half kickoff and all the action right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Heats it deep. What a catch that time! Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside!
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Start of the second half here at Kings Park High School in Kings Park, New York. Our T&D Sports Video, Orlin Cohen, Game of the Week. Mike Trezohan along with Nick Martone. You see Coach Mark O'Brien on your screen. His team up 48-0 as we start the second half.
Yeah, you could see here the focus out of Kings Park was definitely to get this offense rolling, get back to the things that they do really, really well, and
start the second half with the Kingsmen.
Pretty good job of starting to spread the ball around a little bit, but you could see what kind of special athlete that Flynn is, as he's found his way to the end zone 4 times tonight.
Swillashody to kick off. 3 men stand back at their goal line. The ball hits the returner, Kruder. Kruder has to gather it and can only make it out about 20.
Jack Zupan on the tackle. Warriors take over on the 23-yard line.
Yeah, not sure if Kruder kind of lost it in the lights there, but able to pick it up, try to get a few positive yards.
Amityville has had some difficulty on returns and a lot of difficulty getting their offense in gear. Hard when your regular starting quarterback's just coming back off an injury, and the player that was your running back that moved to quarterback was shaken up a few times, as we mentioned in that first half. Matthew Bean back running the show. He'll work out of the shotgun. One running back behind him on 1st and 10 from the 22. Bean. Late pitch. Bellinger. Nice job by him just to pull that one down and not fumble.
Yeah, Amityville decides to try the option, pitches a little bit high, and like you say, Bellinger does a good job making sure that this is not a turnover here deep in their own end.
Did that play look to you like Bellinger was too far behind the quarterback to start that play, Nick?
Yeah, he's pretty deep for option. You like to get down the line and try to put the end in a little bit of a bind where he's got to try to play two players at the same time. And it looks like it's an early toss, and like you said, the path was really deep in the backfield.
Loss of 4 on the play is going to bring up a 2nd and 14 from the 16. Bean takes the snap, fumble. He has to fall on it. I believe he got it back.
And you can see Bean here loses the handle. A little bit of a messy mesh point here. See, the back is pretty tight. Bean kind of looks like he's between pulling it and giving it, and so the ball ends up on the ground. Amityville fortunate to jump on it and maintain possession.
3rd and 14.
Charlie.
Barrera in motion. Left to right. Bean is going to take it himself. Tries to cut it back inside, and he's swarmed over. Munsinger, one of the guys in there on the tackle.
Tackled by number 53, Aaron Shapiro.
Yeah, we're starting to see Kings Park sprinkling some new guys here on defense and doing a pretty good job staying disciplined, not falling for fakes, keeping the ball inside. Amityville kind of running a unique offensive formation there, a pistol formation, but a real deep set by the tailback.
McKigney was also there. Fourth and 13, Barrera to punt. This time he gets off a line drive punt. It's taken on the run. Grable on the return.
Grable on the return. 16 yards, first down.
Pretty good decision there by Grable to go catch that ball before it has a chance to hit the ground. A lot of guys might have let that ball bounce, hoping on turf you would get that shore bounce to you. He decides to not take that chance, go up, catch that line drive, and head downfield into the Amityville territory.
You got Munsinger. You got Goldstein.
Kings Park is going to start this drive in great shape. I think we've said that about 12 times tonight. Weeks is still in there. Barbosa in the backfield with him. Here's Barbosa. Barbosa, smaller, quicker back than Flynn.
24, Aiden Barbosa on
Yeah, it looks like Kings Park again, kind of subbing some pieces here on offense. 17, Jack Egan split out to the left side. Number 6, Matt Burke to the wide side of the field as well.
They gained 6 on that play, so 2nd and 4 from the 18. Barbosa will play behind Weeks. They run into one another, and that results in no gain on that play.
Barbosa stops the line of scrimmage.
Antoine, one of those in there on the tackle.
3rd and 5.
Got an injury. Another Amityville player down. Training staff is out quickly, as is Coach Epps. Take a look. We'll be right back after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
A throw. Heats it deep. What a catch that time. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Bilal is going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside. We've got exciting action coming your way. Next Friday night, we will be at Sachem North High School as they take on Ward Melville, the Patriots, 6 p.m. on a Friday Night Lights game. That should be a good one, Nick.
Yeah, absolutely. Those two solid teams, quality football.
Matt Victor was the Amityville player who was shaken up. Here's Barbosa again. Barbosa stopped quickly. Nice tackle that time by Zach Katz.
Barbosa gains 2, 4th and 3.
A little bit cleaner of a handoff than we saw the previous play. It was a little messy in the backfield between Weeks and Barbosa. We could see the pull there out in front by 74, Thomas Bales. Barbosa trying to get in behind.
Caden Valerio also in there on that last tackle, along with Katz. 4th and 3. Barbosa tries the left side. Nice cut back inside. Spinorama down close to the 10. He's inside the 10.
Barbosa, tough run up the middle, gains 7.
Yeah, Barbosa, a 10th grader here. Good wheels, real quick. Good cut back there, really plants on that left foot, finds his way inside. A little bit of a spin move, but keeps those feet rolling.
But you made a good point, though, Nick. The exchanges between him and Weeks have not exactly been clean. It seems like a nothing thing, but again, when you're the new running back, you have to sort of position yourself in just the right place. Handoff Barbosa. Cuts it outside. Looking for the end zone, and he's in.
Touchdown, Kingsman. Aiden Barbosa breaks a couple tackles into the end zone.
Yeah, Kings Park definitely cleaning things up here in that backfield. Definitely a better mesh point here between Weeks and Barbosa. You like to tell the quarterback he's the ultimate adjuster, so even if the running back's off a little bit, he's got to try to kind of fix that and have the right separation there. And Barbosa has a good nose for the end zone there and finds his way in on a 9-yard run.
Got the backup kicker in there this time. That's Corrado. Corrado puts it through, and Kings Park up 55-0. We'll be back right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
A throw. Heaves it deep. What a catch that time. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Gordon takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside. Kickoff bounces at about the 10. It's scooped up by Kruder. Kruder on the outside makes it out to about the 25.
Showing Kruder on the return.
Yeah, down 55 points here. Looking for Amityville to kind of get something going here as far as a little bit of momentum, get some positive plays on offense. That's going to be the key, right? You want to make sure that you leave this game on a positive note, getting some positive plays. If you can score some points, that's paramount. We see Clinton checking back in the game. Looks like he'll possibly be under center here.
So it is Dejon Clinton back in the game, running the show for Amityville's offense. This time he will get under center. Pitch play on first down. Here's Billinger. Billinger with a nice gain. Close to a first down and might have picked it up.
Billinger on the carry.
They'll call him a yard or two short on that carry. Pitch play, Billinger this side. Some fancy footwork as he stops and cuts it back in. He's got the first down.
Yeah, this is what you like to see, right? Amityville, reset, get back in the huddle, call a play, come back out, get some positive yards. You can see here pushing the edge. Pretty good job there, reading his block, really trying to work it, and then finding a way to get across and get that first down.
You saw Barrera stand his ground and just pick up a little block, enough to spring. Billinger for that first down. First and 10 Amityville from their own 36. Bean in motion. Clinton looking to pass. That pass was backwards. Billinger better get on that one. He does. Tackled by Munsinger.
Yeah, so we're going to see a backwards pass, and like you said, got to get on the ball. It's a live football here. Billinger does a pretty good job getting on the ball, at least maintaining possession here, so Amityville has another play here. Second and a long, looks like 19, 20 yards.
They're not going to know the adjustments.
Second and 19 from the 27.
Bro, Charlie.
Clinton with two behind him this time. Rolling out left. Now firing down the field. Pass lands at the feet of the defender, Lobasso.
Clinton was looking for his tight end, Isaac Antoine, running a corner route for the opposite side. Play took a while to develop. It's a long throw to make down there behind two defensive backs.
Matt Burke also in on that defensive backfield for the Kingsmen. 3rd and 19. This time Clinton will work out of the gun. One running back behind him. He'll swing it out to Billinger. Billinger makes one man miss. Not nearly enough for the first down, as he's brought down by Anthony Marino.
Short pass to Billinger, brings up 5th down.
Yeah, like we said before, Coach O'Brien and defensive coordinator are starting to sub some guys in here, get them some meaningful minutes here in the second half. As we talked to Coach, we talked about how we had a lot of seniors on this roster, right? A lot of guys returning from last year, and obviously, you know, however this season ends, right, we got to get that next group ready. And so getting them some experience here in the second half of, you know, the first half of the season is a big deal.
Herrera's going to kick it away on 4th. Herrera gets off a good kick this time. Handled by Barbosa. He's brought down at the 50. Nice shore special teams tackle by Kruder on
Hayden
that.
Barbosa fields the punt. Returns at 8 yards.
Oh, check it. It's Valerio who makes the tackle. And you make a good point, Nick, that Mark O'Brien, Coach O'Brien, now getting the seniors who don't generally get a lot of playing time in there. You want to find that balance between giving the younger kids some experience, but yet also you have to reward the kids who have shown up every day for a couple years and are there and who don't get in games unless they start to get one-sided.
Yeah, 100%, because a lot of the time when you're out there on the practice field and you're working hard, that scout team that might be predominantly made up of some of the underclassmen, you know, here's that chance for them to get some touches and play some defense. And like you said, reward them for that work, for everything that was done over the summer, everything that was done, you know, maybe in the winter weight room and all that kind of stuff. And here's their time to shine on a Friday night.
Corrado gets the carry that time. He's one of those younger players we're talking about, just a sophomore. 5'8", 140. Also does some kicking, as we saw. But Weeks is still in there. Down to 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Corrado. Corrado, a couple nice moves, and he's brought down by Valerio.
Yeah, Valerio's got himself a number of tackles tonight. You can see here Corrado getting this carry. Kings Park getting a pretty big push there. Defensive line for Amityville. A little bit on roller skates there, and Corrado getting some positive yards. Looks like they're going to move the chains for that first down.
Down to 10 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see if they get another play in here. Yes, they will. It's Corrado once again. Corrado is hit and dropped by Zach Katz.
Just punch the quarterback.
That's going to do it. Oh, we've got a flag down on that play.
Randy after the flag.
Let's see if we can get another look at that. Sounds like some fans up in front of us were upset.
Yeah, this looked like it happened deep in the offensive backfield. Weeks gets tackled there by Isaac Antoine. Looks like there was a little bit of an extracurricular that took place, and referee right on top of it throwing the flag.
That's the end of the 3rd. We'll step away.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. the industry standard, T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Start of the fourth quarter here in Kings Park. Dragged down from behind, and a flag comes in late. I think we're going to get a horse collar on that one. Corrado was the ball carrier. I didn't see who it was that dragged him down from behind.
Yep, we got a horse collar call here on Amityville.
Personal foul against the Warriors. Distance to the goal line. First and 10.
Might have been Katz in the middle of that defense, number 51.
First and goal, Kings Park, from the 8-yard line. Weeks still in there.
Oh, yeah, no, literally, that's all he's trying to do right now.
Corrado is his running back to his right. 4 receivers in the game. We've got a flag before that play gets underway.
Yeah, have Delmore blocking.
A point in the way of Amityville.
Tell if it was offside or false start.
Looks like we got an encroachment call against Amityville.
Tony McQuaid, our lead official, has had a busy night.
Crew's been great on top of a lot of calls tonight. Kings Park really giving a healthy dose here of their sophomores in the backfield between Corrado and Barbosa.
Corrado to the left of Weeks. Takes the handoff. Right side. Looking for room. Brought down by Zaquai Petaway.
Corrado carries to the right. Gains 5. Second and goal from the 3.
When we talked to Coach O'Brien earlier this week, his focus was really on, continuing to kind of do the job they've been doing up front. He's really liked the run attack and the job that the big guys up front have been doing. He's really been happy about that. Talked about really trying to work on pass protection just a little bit better, but we could see the run game is real solid for Kings Park.
Here's Corrado. He spins his way into the end zone.
Touchdown, Kingsman. Corrado up the middle, 3 yards for the score.
Let's see if Corrado's going to get a chance to put the exclamation point on top and kick the extra point. Yes, he is. Corrado to kick, Weeks to hold. Corrado clears the crossbar, and Kings Park up 62-0. We'll step away and be back with more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Oh, I guess they do this thing for kickoff.
Kickoff is taken on the run by Kruder. Kruder's got room this time. Cuts it to the outside. And he's stacked up by Jack Egan.
Sean Kruder on a nice return for the Warriors. First down, Amityville. The girls cross-country team won their first dual meet against Hampton Bays on Tuesday with a final score of 20-35.
Very, very tough early in the season, Nick, to have these kind of injuries to your skilled players. Coach F's still figuring out who his players are, but I think he might have found an answer in the return game, and that answer might be Sean Kruder.
Yeah, and anytime you could kind of pass the ball around a little bit more and not have the same ball carriers or not have the same guys returning kicks as you do in your backfield or catching footballs, you're just going to be that much better for it. Guys will be healthier, better quality of play overall. So like you said, definitely found something there. Very impressed.
Clinton is back working out of the shotgun. Bean in motion. Billinger takes the handoff left. Down the left sideline. Out across the 50.
Yeah, good job here, right? They motion away. Run the ball back with Billinger. Finds the edge there. Good open field tackle. Real important positive play there for Amityville. Big first down, crosses midfield.
Matt Burt makes the stop. Again, Bean in motion. This time, Clinton will heave it into double coverage. He's looking for Barrera. Barrera had a step, but this time Clinton overthrows him.
Yeah, not a bad throw here. Didn't miss by much by the vertical. Barrera, pretty decent route, like you said, had a step on the defensive back, just couldn't find a way to pull that ball in.
Give these fans credit for staying throughout, as we mentioned, what's now become a chilly, windy evening. We're supposed to get some bad weather this weekend.
Cut.
2nd and 10. Clinton dancing around back there. Now he gets rid of it. Almost gets picked off. Barbosa got his hand on it.
Yeah, Clinton trying to do whatever he could there to kind of extend the play. Goes right, doesn't see what he has there, and ultimately shifts the field, works himself back left to the strength of his arm, and just misses connecting on the sideline.
Down, approaching 4 minutes left to go in this game. All Kings Park up to this point. Amityville would love to get something on the board here. Take something positive into the next game. Clinton takes a high snap, dumps it off short over the middle, and it's mishandled. Tried to get it to Isaac Antoine.
Yeah, Amityville running a screen there in the middle of the field, trying to get the defense to really chase down Clinton in the backfield. And a little bit of touch there on that play, and just off the hands of Antoine. Would have had a decent amount of space there to do some damage and get a big positive play.
Antoine, a good-sized kid at 6'3", 190, but not tall enough to haul that one in. So it's going to bring up 4th and 10.
Cut.
Clinton.
Come on, Hagan.
He'll take it himself down the left sideline. Not enough for a first. And Kings Park is going to take over on downs.
Yeah, design pass play there, and Clinton looking downfield, not finding the open receiver. Tries to make a big play there on his own with his feet and just doesn't quite get to the marker.
Want to remind you one more time that next Friday night, we will be out at Sachem for a big Division I matchup against the Patriots of Ward Melville. That one should really be a good one, Nick. Really looking forward to that. Game time, 6 o'clock, live right here on T&D Sports.
Yeah, that's a battle of your preseason 2 and 3 seeds there. So a lot of expectations for both rolling into the season.
6-3 yesterday. Sean Keogh and Stephen Reynolds both shot 37 on the front nine at Nessabrook.
I'd like to remind you that this exclusive broadcast is brought to you by Orlin Cohen Sports Medicine. Over 15 locations in Suffolk and Nassau. Just want to remind you, Nick, if you get an injury, they have a specialist for that.
I get a lot of injuries. I need a lot of specialists.
You're a young guy, Nick. You don't need a specialist yet. Old guys like me need a specialist.
The boys varsity soccer team defeated Sayville yesterday 3-2. They improved to 6-2 on the season.
Boy, Weeks does not want to come out of this game.
Against defending state champions Amityville High School.
I'm sure that conversation between him and Coach O'Brien was kind of like one you'd hear between Cole and Aaron Boone.
Whoever the right tackle is, he can
Yeah, it's been a long time since Weeks has called his own number, though. He's handing the ball off here, being smart, not taking big hits here late in the game. Again, kind of dispersing the ball to the couple of sophomores there in the backfield and just kind of game managing here for Kings Park all the way to the end.
And I got to tell you, I love these Kings Park uniforms. That yellow on that maroon top really pops. You can see those numbers great. Barbosa, actually it's Corrado on the carry.
Yeah, real cool color combination here. Hard to come up with a variety of different uniforms and things like that, and everybody trying to do, outdo each other with logos on the helmets, and you can see Kingsman down the pants there. It looks real sharp.
Approaching the 1 minute to play mark in this game.
started working 10 seconds ago. Oh my God.
They're bringing it in tight.
Okay.
Weeks takes a knee. They'll have to snap another time or two. One more knee by Weeks, and that's going to do it. All Kings Park here tonight as they defeat Amityville by a score of 62-0 and get in the win column for the first time this season, Nick.
Yeah, a big win here for Kings Park at home. 5 different scores on the scoring sheet. Good experience for some of the young guys to get in there late. Good positive note there for Kings Park rolling into the following weeks.
So that's going to do it from here at Kings Park, where once again our final score, Kings Park 62, Amityville 0. Our producer director is numero uno, Tommy Bruno. Our technical director, Jamie the Genius Burkhardt. Our camera operators, Dave Camera One Stemple, and Evan, don't call me Kevin, Laurie. For everyone here on our T&D Sports crew, including my partner, Nick Martone, this is Mike Trezor saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next Friday night out at Sachem.